Hello, I'm Noel McNaughton. You know, we men sometimes get invited to go shopping with our wives. And if we go along, sometimes it's quite a while before we get invited again. Now, going shopping with our wives can be fun, but we have to understand the difference in how men and women shop. Now, we men usually shop along the lines of how we make phone calls. You know, ring, ring, yeah, hello, Ted, yeah. Go golfing tomorrow? What time? 7? Okay, see you there. When we're going shopping, it's about the same. We know what we want, we go to the store, we hunt it down, we buy it and get out of there. But women in general, it's a generalization I know, have a little different approach to shopping. To them it's a sort of a social event sometimes, unless they're in a big hurry, but really they like to savor the moment, look things over, get the feel of things and so forth. And as I say, it's a sort of a social outing. And if we put these two styles together, without either person really talking about what they expect of the other one, there's going to be some problems. So here's a scenario. Ted and Linda, Linda's going shopping, and she invites Ted to go along. Now she is imagining that there's not a lot of shopping to do, and maybe they'll wander around and get a couple of things and maybe have coffee in that new coffee boutique in the mall and make it a sort of almost like a date. They haven't spent much time together recently. Now Ted, not knowing all this, he thinks, okay, not going to take too long, probably can get back home in time to watch the game, and who knows, maybe have time to change oil in the Chevy before supper. So away they go. And they go in the store, and Ted says, what is she looking for? And Linda says, well, now she needs a pair of pantyhose. He says, what color and size? Well, it's size so-and-so, and maybe a mocha kind of color. And so he goes over to that color rack. He picks out a couple, brings them back to her. Here you go. And she says, well, no, that's not quite the right color. And so he goes back and he gets another one and a couple more, and he brings them, no, that's not it either. And he tries it one more time, and that's not exactly the right one. So he goes and sits down in that chair, conveniently located for husbands who are shopping with their wives, and he waits not very patiently. She begins to feel rushed and resentful, and there's no coffee that day and there's no nookie that night. So that's not a very good way of doing it. Now, it could have worked out okay if they'd have talked ahead of time. So here's a couple of tips. If you are going to go shopping with your wife, if she invites you, ask ahead of time what she's got in mind. Is it going to be a social outing, or does she just need some help with some buying groceries or whatever? So clearly establish that. And if you decide to go, but you can't go willingly and cheerfully, then gracefully bow out. You'll both be better off for it. And then maybe you want to think of something that you can offer to do with her that she will appreciate and that you can do willingly and graciously, and things will go much better. And so the next time you're going shopping with your wife, talk it over, have fun.